I can see you. What up? What up? What up, everybody? It's your boy Big Dawg079, and it's all things considered, baby. It's all things considered. I finally figured out how to go live, so now y'all get to hear me talk my shit live and direct and in person, baby. Yeah. So the first thing I'm talking about today is the Boston shooting, the mass shooting that happened in Boston. I want to send my thoughts and prayers out to all the victims and the families and everybody trying to get over that. And let's just pray that we get in a better space where like shit like this just not happening on a regular basis, where people can just go to the grocery store and get groceries without having to worry about getting shot down simply because of the color of their skin. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and the other thing I want to talk about the shooter, because I pay attention to the news. I'm kind of like always on top of the news. That's my thing. And I noticed that we get more information about the shooter than we do about the actual victims. And I think that's kind of backwards. Like, I feel like that's backwards than a motherfucker, because like, I don't want to be sensitive to the murderer. I ain't trying to be sensitive to this dude. I don't care like what the fuck his issues is. I care about the people who got to try to get over this. I care about the kids that ain't got parents no more, and the parents who may don't have kids no more. That's what I'm more concerned about. Yet it seemed like that's not the general consensus. So whatever. But fuck you, dude. You know what I'm saying? They talking about he got that he gonna go get a mental health evaluation, and they talking about he did what he did because he got COVID. And I don't know, man. This don't be making no sense to me, because it seemed like every time it's a situation like this and the person that's responsible for it is of a different color than my color skin, it's always like it got to be some kind of mental health involved, or it was some extreme situation that led them to doing the shit they did. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see that when like black people get in trouble. I don't recall getting all that kind of luxury and liberty when I was incarcerated. They ain't sent me through all of those hoops and shit to see if I was crazy. They just gave me some time. You know what I'm saying? And then they saying that the whole reason that this whole process went on was because he was afraid that white people was going to become extinct. So he been watching Tucker Carlson and all these people, and they've been pumping this theory about the great replacement, how the government is trying to usher in all of these immigrants to be able to sway the political landscape or whatever like that. I don't know nothing about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe everything somebody tell me. That don't make no sense to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the people who live here, like African Americans and Latin Americans, yeah, the populations is getting bigger, but I don't think nobody purposely having babies or nothing like that to try to eradicate some other race. Is just a part of living. That's what I think. In terms of like the political parties lobbying in more immigrants and things like that to sway votes and things like that, I think that's a little bit extreme, or maybe I'm just a little naive. I don't know. It could be either one. But at the same time, what I'm saying is we have to always be historically contextual with the shit that's going on. You see what I'm saying? So you afraid of being replaced, but you replace some people to be here. Like, nobody is rightfully or legally entitled to this land except the Native Americans, because the Native Americans was here before anybody else was here. And so what is that what happened? Like, this thing that this guy went and did this whole murder spree for is because he was afraid of the great replacement, that eventually there will be no more white people. Is that what happened with the Native Americans? Was that like the theory that we didn't know? Like, y'all practice like a great replacement? I don't understand where this shit coming from. And then it wasn't, I don't believe like you could have really had a fear of a great replacement, because you had to drive 4 hours to find black people. So clearly you had your space. If you needed your space, people that you didn't like or people that didn't look like you. So I think that's like some bullshit. Like, it don't make no sense to me what they called it. I ain't gonna say, because I don't know how much liberty I got with this live streaming thing, right? But you can go watch certain media outlets, right? And it's the type of propaganda that they pumping out there. But like I remember when I was in grammar school, I went to Clara Barton Elementary in Chicago, Illinois, and I remember the Pledge of Allegiance. And I remember we had to like do that every day before we can get our studies or whatever done, right? So that a real thing? Like what's real and what's not? Are we all together or we all pretending to be together? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't hate no white people. You see my girl, she white as the driven snow. You see what I'm saying? I don't hate nobody. I hate ignorance. I hate evil. I hate greed. I hate shit like that. But I don't hate no form of humanity. And I think anybody that kind of run that kind of theme or that kind of dialogue shit to do, they make a whole lot of video games. Go get involved in a video game. Go get involved in some athletic, after school, recreational activities or some shit like that. And do something with yourself and stop hurting other people because you haven't found out how to deal with the hurt that you're going through. I think that's really unfair to do because you got some shit going on with you and you don't deal with what you got going on with you. So you just go on the spree and just start killing people. You know what I'm saying? So fuck you, dude. That's what I gotta say. And I don't care who don't like it. You feel me? And we moving right along and we going real strong. You feel what I'm saying? So now I want to talk about rich niggas doing broke nigga shit. I ain't gonna say nobody's name, but when you hear me say that, if anybody comes to mind, hey, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you an example of rich niggas doing broke nigga shit, right? So here it is. You got millions of dollars. You done flew all around the United States, the continental United States, international waters and everything. You've been all around the world. But you rap about eating pork out the can and you was on food stamps and all this kind of shit, right? And then God done bless your spirit and done put you in all these privileged positions to do great things for yourself and for your family and for the culture and for the community that you came from. And the nigga still doing the same goofy shit. Rich niggas doing broke nigga shit. I'm not no gangbanger because the shit don't make sense to me. Like none of this shit don't make sense no more. So like people that is still doing shit like that, it don't make sense because you got to look at reality, right? Look at what's going on every day today, right? And then look at whatever the pretext was of what you say you stand for, right? And if you're not living today by the pretext of what you say you stand for, then you wasting your motherfucking time and you just out there hurting people for no reason. You see what I'm saying? Like if the optimal goal is to get into a better position in your life and all of that shit, what do you think you should have to leave behind if you're fortunate enough to find yourself in a place you never thought you'd be? What do you think you should leave behind? I'm thinking you should leave the bullshit behind. You see what I'm saying? If I move to Beverly Hills, California, 90210 on a hoe, right? I'm in Beverly Hills with it. Man, I'm not finna be up there doing all that goof ass shit. I ain't blasting my music, bro. I'm not doing nothing that those people don't already do because they living the way they want to live. If you agree to move into this community, then you're going to have to adhere to the motherfucking program because you're not going to change the program. So I'm not finna take all these guns and do all this goofy shit in no gated communities and nothing like that because I don't live that life no more. And the people that's behind these gates with me don't necessarily want to live this life either. You see what I'm saying? Rich niggas doing broke nigga shit. Sometimes I don't be understanding. I personally don't understand it. All I want to do is be able to own a house, right? When I was in prison, I said by the time I'm 45 years old, I want to own me a crib and be looking on the balcony over some water and shit, right? That's all I want in my life. It ain't shit I ain't willing to give up for the things that I want in my life. You see what I'm saying? It's all about sacrifices. And then when you don't believe that you need to make sacrifices in order to properly receive the blessings that's being put in your life, you will be penalized and stripped of everything that you got. Like right now, so we got right now Young Thug in the jam, Gunna in the jam. They was talking about Gunna wasn't gonna be fucked around like that too bad, right? but they just popped up with some whole new charges on them, right? Now I synced the news clippings when they went to court and all that, right? And goddamn it, I guess Young Thug, allegedly Young Thug saying if he get 25 years or more, he just gonna go and get some titties. I don't, you know what I'm saying? That's what the man said. So he can go over there where the bitches at. So he's just gonna get some titties, right? And then I seen Gunna at court. I don't know about Gunna, and I ain't even gonna bullshit with nobody. I don't know. He ain't look like he wanted to be there. He looked like he wanted to call for his mama or something. But rich niggas doing broke nigga shit. So now you find your rich ass surrounded by a whole bunch of broke ass niggas that want to see your pictures. They want to know if you know these celebrity females. They want to know if you can help them get a pen pal. You went from sugar to shit in 60 seconds. Rich niggas doing broke nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand what the fuck people are doing. If you got an opportunity to do better with your life, then just go ahead and do it. Like, you don't have to be caught up in all this fake shit about you weak or you a coward if you ain't in no gang. If you really look at shit the real way, like I feel like a nigga that stand on his own and do his own thing and be accountable for his motherfucking life and hold his responsibilities in it. Like, I feel like that's more of a gangster than 100 niggas all piled up together. You know what I'm saying? So I think like perspectives be fucked up. It don't make you no weak motherfucker to walk your own path. It don't make you no weak motherfucker to say no. It don't make you no weak motherfucker to walk away from some dumb shit. Like, for real. But niggas can't do that. Like, rich niggas be doing broke nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just speaking on it, man. And I might double back on that because I'm 12 minutes in. I ain't even know I was going to go this strong. So I'm going on to the next thing, man. You feel what I'm talking about? The next thing is, I synced it on the news. They talking about it's a shortage on baby formula. They ain't got no Similac. I got a solution. God damn it. Suck a titty. What happened to just sucking titties? The mama gave birth to this baby, right? Her body transformed to be able to hold this baby and produce all of the natural nutrients that this baby would need to survive and be healthy, right? But somehow everybody been convinced to go get some powdered milk in a can because it's going to provide more nutrients to your baby than you can. Who the fuck you think you're talking to? Why would I ever believe that? What the fuck can you manufacture in a laboratory somewhere that's going to be more nutritious than my motherfucking breast milk coming out of my body going into my child? What's going to be more nutritious than that? I'm just asking a question. I used to work on a farm, right? And I had to help the cow give birth, right? And then after that, the person I worked for, they was explaining to me what colostrum was. That's a big ass word for you dumbass niggas out there. Colustrum. Colostrum. Go look that up. Colostrum is the hormonal nutrients that is produced by a woman's body when they have a child. The same thing happens when an animal has a child. It produces colostrum. It's an extra healthy amount of milk with extra fortified nutrients and everything already in there. And then the farmer will go and get that from the cow, put it in a bottle, and then I used to have to feed the calves that. We ain't never feed the calves powdered milk, Similac, or nothing like that. So why is that such a big fucking thing? Is it just a big thing because people can make money off of it? I understand there are instances where women are not able to physically breastfeed. I get that. But I don't believe that it's millions of women out here that they titties broke. I don't believe that. You see what I'm saying? So if you want to know how to feed your baby during the baby formula shortage, get you a breast pump and it will produce and help you to lactate again, and you'll be able to feed your baby. Like it seems like we just so as a people, we just so dependent on everything but ourselves for survival. Like in the early 1900s, before the advent of baby formula, how was mothers feeding their children then? Were babies just starving to death? How was they doing it then? And how does that formula not work now? I don't know. I don't be understanding this shit. You know what I'm saying? But suck a titty. That's all you got to do. You're going to be straight. I did. Look at me. You see what I'm saying? Now we're going on to the next thing. Because I just be checking shit out. I be just going through, figuring out what I'm going to talk about, what I'm not going to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And things got to really catch my ear for me to give a voice to it. You see what I'm saying? So there'd be a lot of news that I could potentially talk about, but I don't want to edify no bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So I want to talk about, they did a poll and asked women, would they prefer to be with a rich cheater or a faithful poor guy? Now, what y'all think they said? What y'all think they said? Do you think that they want to be with the rich cheater or the poor faithful guy? I'm like a poor faithful guy. I used to be a cheater. I wasn't even rich. I was a cheater. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a poor faithful guy now, right? Women said they would much rather be with the rich cheater than the poor faithful guy. So what the fuck? What is going on? So you don't care if he cheating, long as you got some money, long as you're getting some money out of it. Now I respect your choices, and I'll raise your choices with a question. If you would much rather be with a rich man that cheats than be with a faithful man who's poor, I need you to help me understand the difference between you and the average street whore on the corner. Because she do what she do on that corner for the money. And you saying you don't even care if your man don't even love you or be faithful to you as long as he got money. So I need you to decipher for me the difference between you and the hoe on the block. And is that what we've come to? Is that's what we at with it now? Don't nothing matter but money. Newsflash, douchebag. Go and check the stock market. Check out Wall Street, baby. Money don't mean that much right now. I'm an investor. I invest in the stock market. I invest in Bitcoin. I invest in multiple things. And I can tell you from my everyday dealings, money ain't doing that good right now. So, you know, where else do you got a value at? Because when money stop having a value, then will you stop having a value? You know what I'm saying? I think we got to get back to some old school shit. People got to find some real substance up in themselves, especially a woman, because you the mother of civilization. A woman is the mother of civilization. You give birth to future generations. Ooh, that rhymed, and I ain't even trying to do that. But a woman is the mother of civilization, and she give birth to further future generations. So we got to really, really be mindful of what we allow women to absorb as their realities, because those will eventually become the realities of our children. See what I'm saying? So just imagine your girlfriend, your baby mama, or your wife or whatever, she don't have no standards for herself as a woman. Like she just wants you to keep some money. She don't care if you respect her. She don't care if you love her. Long as you got that bag, she good with it. And then y'all, by chance, have a baby that happens to be a girl. And you got to stand there and watch your girlfriend impart all of those hoish traditions on a little bitty baby girl. That's a cold thought, but that's the reality of it. If you don't have no standards, how you going to give your baby some standards? You basically fucking for money. You playing house for money. How you going to make that baby be better? Or does that even matter today? I don't know what matter today no more. Because I just be seeing all kind of crazy, goofy shit going on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all need to get it together, man. And everybody need to honestly have higher standards. Like when you listen to music, it ain't about like you took this woman out take off your red dress. You know, it ain't none of that no more. It's just bust down, Tatiana. I want to see you bust down. Like, have a higher standard for yourself. Like, as a man, you shouldn't just be cheap because you're a man. You should have some standards for yourself because, after all, you are a human being. Like, everybody shouldn't have access to you just because they want to. So I think guys need to have higher standards to start, and then maybe that'll lead women to lift their standards back up. You know what I'm saying? That's just what type of time I be on. I ain't getting on YouTube or getting nowhere talking about no goofy shit. That's just not what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to put something on your brain every time I come on the screen. You know what I mean? And that's just what type of time it is, man. That's what type of time I'm on. It's your boy Big Dawg079. My first live stream. This shit gonna get better. I just gotta figure it out. I just wanted to go ahead and jump in the water and not focus on whether or not it was cold or not. That's kind of the approach I take to life. You know what I'm saying? And while we at it though, I can't leave without telling y'all about Make It Drop, because that joint just dropped on the 14th. We doing numbers. If you ain't already checked it out, you need to go on and get that video a play. Check it out. It's gonna be the summer jam. It's gonna be what's popping this summer. Make It Drop. So shout out to everybody that's supporting that. Shout out to everybody that's supporting me. If you ain't already subscribed, I don't know what your problem is. It's a little button right there. You press that button and you part of the team. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for watching, and I'll holla. Peace. We out.